Hello and welcome back to Bookish and welcome back to my Saturday Hodgepodge, my weekly wrap-up of reading, booktube stuff, bookish things, anything else I want to talk about. I want to start off today with a little bit of a kind of a channel update. Recently, someone who's quite close to me who wished to keep kind of a lot of information about this private received pretty much one of the worst healthcare diagnoses you can receive, and as a result I have been traveling and will be traveling quite a bit more in the coming weeks, months. That adds a certain amount of uncertainty to my channel and what it's going to look like here, and kind of going to change the way in which I do things. So what I'm going to start doing is trying to film all my videos for a week on one day. That would be today. You'll see this on Saturday, but I'm filming on Friday. I may go through the pretense of it not being all in one day and change my shirt. I may not. I may just wear the same shirt for all the videos in a given week. Just so you know, if you see me wearing the same shirt, I didn't wear the same shirt all week, even though being retired means that sometimes I wear the same shirt for more than one day. Is that too much information? Anyway, so there's that, and there's also a possibility then that this will interrupt my ability to respond to comments in as timely a fashion as I normally do, even though I thought that would happen this week, and I found that I had more time to respond to comments than normal, maybe not as quite as quick. It will definitely cut into the time which I have to watch Booktube content. I have some ideas for videos already planned that I want to do, and you may be asking yourself, with what's going on, why bother to keep making videos? Why don't I just take a break? And I have to be honest with you, my reasons here are completely selfish. As a retired person, I don't have a job, and therefore my day doesn't have, and my week, my months don't have a lot of structure. And I think without Booktube, I think without the structure that Booktube does provide me, that I would feel, a little bit unmoored, a little bit ungrounded, if you will. And so I'm gonna keep doing Booktube stuff as much as I can, and there may be no interruption at all. I just really don't know, but just kind of as a heads up about what's going on and why I may be wearing the same shirt. So that was the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing I want to do is I wanted to shout out two new channels to me. The first is a channel with a creator's name, and that person's name is Alana Estelle. I believe that's how you say it. Alana Estelle is a great channel, almost exclusively book reviews. So if you really like single book reviews, and in particular some really good depth on single book reviews, her channel is just great. She's very insightful. She's very clear about what she likes and what she doesn't. She breaks the novels down. She thinks very deeply about the books that she's reviewing. They are books that I think, small booktubers who may know me and follow my channel will recognize and be interested in. She has done a few tags, but not very many. It's mostly just book reviews, and that's really a great thing. But just a really great channel, so please check that channel out. The other channel I want to shout out is Lo Chan Reads. The creator over there's name is Lois. She is very thoughtful, very intelligent discussion of all kinds of things related to books. Her channel has a variety of content. She puts an emphasis on representation on both her channel and in the books she reads. I think she hosts reading sprints and book clubs, and anyway, she's just an incredible booktuber, and somebody whose channel I'm glad I found and will watch more of going forward. The same is true for Alana. So please check out those two channels. I want to do my shout outs at kind of near the beginning today, in the hopes that more people will see them, more people check them out. I'll leave links to those channels down below. Also, if you watch my channel this week, you saw that I began my series in which I'm calling Small Booktuber Reviews Big Booktube Channels. The first channel is called Books with Emily Fox, and I reviewed it, and I really liked the channel, and I said I subscribed. But in the course of that review, I said that over the last week she didn't appear to have replied to comments very much. I think that I characterize the way she replies to comments as often. I still think that's pretty much fair, but in looking at the last week, And in looking at the comments that I got from a lot of people who I didn't know subscribed to her channel, but who did and told me in the comments, she replies often. I want to make sure I clarified that because I think because I sampled just a few of her videos that I didn't represent that fairly. So I think she does make an effort to reply to lots of comments on her channel. And you should know that channels like Emily's that have more than 100,000 subscribers, you know, she gets hundreds of comments per video, and it would be, I think, impossible to reply to them all. So I didn't mean to, you know, often to be negative. I think for a channel that size, often, her replying often and attempting to reply often is a mark for somebody who really does want to engage in the comment section. So I want to make sure that I made that clear as well. Also, at the beginning of this week or the end of last week, I got a great gift in the mail, a book which I am so happy to have, and I got that book from Kim from Middle of Book March. It's the 14th Chronicle, Letters and Diaries of John Dos Passos, and you may know that I have some Dos Passos content here on my channel, and that I love books of letters. And so these are books, this is literally a book of letters and John Dos Passos diaries, which I just love. It's the kind of thing I love to do research in. It's the kind of thing that inspires me to do more research. It's, what is this, cover page, title page, has a reproduction of Dos Passos' signature to the person who put this together, and the signature of the person who put this together, and then it has a full color plate of a painting portrait of John Dos Passos as well. It is a beautiful book with the dust jacket and complete with a slipcover, which I think this is the only book I own that has a slipcover. So I've been, you know, without trying to tear the book up, taking it out of that. And so I want to say thanks to Kim for the generosity. She showed the book on her channel, said, wow, I'm really jealous of that. And she sent it to me. So, you know, how great is Kim? Well, obviously, if you follow Kim, you know that she's great. So I wanted to say thank you and to acknowledge that gift here today. Let's see, what else was I going to do today? Oh, just real quick update on my reading. I did not do a lot of reading this week. I told you I was going to finish Chester Himes' book, A Rage in Harlem, last Saturday. I actually finished on last Sunday. I really like this. I really like Chester Himes' way of writing and his stories. They are oftentimes very, very involved. The two I've read have been very, very involved, but he just writes with such clarity, and he's very good at describing action scenes. At the same time, he is very good at creating the atmosphere of Harlem, I think, in the 1950s, maybe the early, in the 1950s. Just really, really great books. If you love crime and mysteries, I would definitely check out Chester Himes. So I finished A Rage in Harlem. Before I knew everything was going to happen this week, I did begin When Rain Clouds Gather by Bessie Head, and I think I got to about page 33. It's a pretty short book. I'm hoping to pick this up again this week and read it, but to be honest with you, in the middle of this week I was just looking for something that was a little maybe required a little less of me than this, and maybe move just a little faster. And so what I read mostly while I was gone in the middle of the week was I read more of Joseph Anton, which is Salman Rushdie's memoir, interestingly written and constructed, and very long memoir of the time he spent in hiding during the fatwa, during which the Ayatollah Khomeini had essentially called for his death. Hopefully you remember and have thought about the fact that Rushdie was in fact attacked with a knife, stabbed in the neck. And my understanding is he is recovering and he's doing pretty well, which is a good thing, and that you will think about as several booktubers, Kieran at Katie Books and Britta Bowler, have encouraged you to do, to read the books, to buy books as kind of a show of solidarity, not only for Rushdie, but for the idea of freedom of speech and freedom of expression, which I fully support. And I really have been enjoying reading that, but I think I read about 100 pages over the 3 days that I was gone, and it provided a pretty good distraction, and it was well worth it. Just a really good memoir, I think. Zelda, hush, baby. Go on. Go on. Do you want to come in here? You can come in here where I am. Good girl. Hey. Hey, Zelda. Yeah, I see it. All right. So, So there's my reading. The last thing I want to do is I wanted to direct your attention to a video about the top 20 one-hit wonders in the 1980s created by one of my favorite music content creators, Rick Beato. Rick Beato has like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of subscribers. But I really thought it was interesting that he came out with his top 20 one-hit wonders in the 1980s right after I'd finished kind of my best song in the 1980s, or most 80s song contest, which I conducted on my community page, and I appreciate so many of you participating in. I think you'll find the winner of his top 20 list to be really interesting, and you'll recognize some other titles from his list. I'll leave a link to that down below. Anyway, there's my Saturday Hodgepodge for this week. I look forward to your comments in the comments section. And as always, thank you for watching.